And I'll go back into each one of them, assessment and plan. Each one of these sections are created under the template, and under each section we have different questions. And these questions, again, based on your template customization, are customizable. So you come into the flow, and you have your template open, and you are now recording values, which can be recorded in multiple ways, either by using a mouse, point and click keyboard, or you can use a voice recognition system. We can integrate with Dragon medical version 8, and now they also have version 9, so the latest version, that can be used as a voice recognition. Or you can use a tablet PC with a stylus pen. The mode of entry, whether it's through a tablet or through a voice recognition or through point and click, is a matter of hardware, and each one of them is compatible. Our EHR is compatible with any one of them, so you are free to use any of those modes of entry. So as you are selecting these different values and entering them, you notice that at the bottom it is building a sentence view, which can be docked, expanded, or collapsed. If you don't want to see the sentence view, you can close it, and later when you want to review the sentence view, which eventually leads to a full progress note, you can view it by using this tab at the bottom. So a form view allows you to see this consecutively as you're taking values, whereas a sentence view allows you to review the whole note completely. Same thing with history of presenting illness. In this case, I can select, let's say this patient complained of these different things, and the location was upper chest, right lung, and that would appear. And if you notice in sentence view, it will then say that the patient complained of dyspnea as well as other illnesses located in the upper chest, right lung area. One of the best features of SequelMed EHR, and this is very unique to us, that we have tried to make this very user-friendly at the front end for the physician. A lot of times patients come in for one complaint and might want to add another. You can easily do that at the front end while reviewing the patient if it is already not embedded in your template, by clicking on this pick list detail, because each of the questions is in the format of a detail. And let's say you wanted to put in, for argument's sake, a new area over here. I'm just going to call it a new area for just demonstration purposes, and save it. And as soon as you save it, you will see that that is now going to appear in your template. This kind of on-the-fly, customizable template building is unique to SequelMed EHR, and this is what I was referring to in the beginning, that in order for a physician to adapt to electronic health record comfortably, they should be able to use the electronic health record in the very same manner that they are now doing it manually. So now you can check that information over here and then go through the rest of the clinical examination. For example, history. This is a sample history template that we would use if the patient had any allergies. I'm not going to go through and fill out each one of them, because the point is obvious that all of these different templates are filled out based on your mode of entry and how your template is built. Physical exam. Here's an example of a physical exam template, and all of these things can also be used in the order can also be changed. For example, if I do physical exam before taking patient's history, or the history is taken by the nurse right after the vital signs, I can very easily move through these templates. Now visualize what you normally do in a manual chart. You have to flip through the patient's chart, and some of these charts are as thick as a novel. And now with this kind of electronic health record accessibility, you can move these things around very quickly. You can access them. Your visits are available. Your complete patient chart is available. This is the formation of a patient chart. Just like normally we have manila folder with tabs in it, now we have patient chart view in almost the same exact format that you have it in a manila folder. Visits, you can see patients' allergies, medications, and again, just like the home page was customizable, this kind of patient charting is also very customizable, and you're available to, everything is accessible and viewable in a chart format from right here. Going back to the patient that we were walking through a clinical flow, we come to assessment. We know the chief complaint was chest pain, and we can either select from the customized assessments that might be available that you might have loaded or we might have loaded for you from our clinical library, or you can select one on the fly by clicking on this find along with its associated ICD code. So let's say if you weren't specifically sure, you can enter that in here, find it, and it will come with an asthma unspecified. And in this case, you can select that. And this is only if it wasn't part of your diagnosis already. And if you wanted, you can also drag and drop this assessment into a chronic problem list, and that will become your chronic problem list. If you are a physician who also